occurred to me that this might be my last chance to have a confessional while I'm still alive in this game. Feels relatively unlikely. I'm certainly not getting voted out because Taste won't vote me. So there's no way that this is a 3-1. Worst case scenario, it comes down to puzzles or something. 2-2, fire making, whatever, and, I get the short end of that stick. Does that happen? That also seems unlikely. Um, so Taste never writes my name down. He won't do it, and I believe him on that. I think Merc doesn't either. So in what scenario do I ever get 2 votes? I don't think it happens. I've sort of gone through this. Merc assured me he doesn't intend to write my name down. If that's the case, then again, how is it that I collect 3? How is it that I even collect 2? Jose writes my name down, and that's it. Like, how else do I don't know. It basically seems like I'm probably a lock for Final Tribal at this point, if Merc is being honest, which, hey, he has been. And I certainly trust Taste too. But if Merc is looking to make a move, it should be here. And him lying here would kind of guarantee that I would vote for him at Final Tribal if I make jury. The dude has to make a move. It's fine to be honest, but I wouldn't really take offense at all if he decides to, get me here. It would be fine. So, seems like the game tonight is the Great Forums scavenger hunt posting thing. Taste has lovingly crafted a guide, and he has given it to me. And I'm going to use that guide tonight. And he basically, without knowing it, has kind of guaranteed that, it would be in terrible, terrible sportsmanship to beat him with that and then vote for him. So is there a realistic possibility that if Jose wins immunity, I vote for Taste? Not really. I told Taste, and I did. I told Taste, and it's been on the table at this point, that I no longer am 100% committed to our alliance. Should it be between him and Merc? If I'm in a position where I must choose one, I assured him I'm still leaning towards him, and I am, but I could not at least give Merc consideration in that point. And that's truly how I feel. The long and the short of it is, again, Merc being here and my relationship with Merc is just as pivotal as my relationship with Taste to the direction of the game and my status in it. So I take that with a tremendous amount of weight as far as what decision I make moving forward. So am I probably going to go with Taste on this? Yeah. It strategically also makes good sense. If we have a block of 2, worst case scenario is we end up at fire. We're not getting voted out. The worst case scenario too for the game tonight is I think Taste winning. If Taste wins, is there a chance that Merc and Jose vote for me? Yeah, there is. In which case we both vote for Jose and we have fire. And then, to Merc's point, the winner of fire kind of, is a big deal. So I don't think that's really in Merc's best interest. It seems like Merc is open to the idea of voting Jose with Taste and myself. And if he is, that's really good. That kind of ensures that everything's fine as long as Jose doesn't win. The game gets more interesting if Jose wins. If Jose wins, he most assuredly votes Taste out. Taste most assuredly then goes after Merc, because that's the only available vote that isn't me. Merc then goes for Taste, and then I have to make a decision, and I think the decision is to vote for Merc, and let them just duke it out. At that point, I don't really know who I'm rooting for, but if I do just turn on Taste and cut him there, honestly, I think I win. I think I win Final Tribal. If I turn on Taste at the very end, just like that, I do think that kind of guarantees me Final Tribal. The only way it doesn't is if Taste is hurt by it, and he'd be right to be, and he really does a number on me at Ponderosa. But that's just strategic thinking. I can't do that to Taste, and I won't do that to Taste. We've just been through too much together, And if I want to win this game, if I win it by backstabbing Taste at 4, putting his ass on the jury, it will feel like an incomplete victory. I would go so far as to say that him winning, if I'm also at Final Tribal, feels spiritually kind of better to me than me cutting Taste. I've done a lot to rein Taste back. I've done a lot to keep Taste in this. I've done a lot more, I think, at this point for him than he may have done for me. That's a tough statement, and I'm not sure about it. Certainly, him finding those idols and bringing me in was fucking huge. But I do think that my maneuvering after the merge and cutting who I cut and going after, going against his interests or his perceived interests when I did, I don't know. It definitely seems to me like the way the game ended up is because of my design. Now, if I didn't do what I did and if I followed along with him, would the outcomes be different? Could we also, by the way, still be here? Yeah, we could still sit here together. We could still be perhaps sitting here with maybe Chaos and Drake. And that's a weird situation, too. It's not a situation that I like. Um, so I think I've done more to influence us to get to where we are now. Whether it's the best one, the worst scenario, I don't know. I certainly like this scenario the most. Um, and Taste, by the way, does not have my final tribal vote. He can get it, but he doesn't have a guarantee on that. We have final two. That does not mean that I'm guaranteeing my vote on jury. Right now, it's really hard for me to go against Merc on this, and he has some work to do. But Taste can definitely get it. Jose has a much steeper climb if I end up on jury. So we'll see. But I am really excited to sit down and have one more challenge. I'd love to win it. I haven't won one yet, and this is kind of the last chance, barring, going to Fire and winning there. I think winning at Fire to me would be just as cathartic, if not more so. And I do think that if we end up with a Fire making challenge, the winner of that has a really hard time just not winning the season. So we really do want to avoid Fire if we can, because that's just not good. Not good at all. The loser obviously gets cut and the winner gets it. So, the two people outside of that aren't happy and the loser isn't happy. So, three people aren't happy, meaning Fire is generally statistically bad. We all kind of want to avoid it. So, yeah. But I recognize, again, this could be my last confessional. And I'm not ready for that. I didn't realize the game was ending on Thursday. And, for those of you who have hung in there with me, you know that I have used this game to kind of immerse myself in an experience, to give myself a break from some other experiences. And the one story I shared with you all was, a relatively pertinent story to myself. It was pretty massive, but there's other stuff. And this game has been a distraction from other stuff, too. A lot of other things. We're still in a fucking pandemic, for one. Haven't had to think about that too much while I've been playing. There's a lot of things that I'm going to have to sort of wake up to when the game is over. And, yeah, I just want to still sit here on my island for just a second longer and kind of be happy that I'm here playing the game. Because that's exactly how I feel. So I'm happy to be here playing the game. And I'll be streaming. I'm going to go ahead and upload this guy, and then I'll see y'all online soon for those of you who want to be there. And hopefully just go straight into Tribal. I might pause the stream when the wheeling and dealing is happening. Just, because, I don't know, some of those chats don't occur in public, and I don't want to, show anyone's ass. So, see y'all soon. Thanks for being here.